Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey, it's S. Marie. Welcome to the live. What y'all got going on today? Is anybody out there in basket world, basket land? How's everybody? Hey Susan, you're first in the live today. Congratulations. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you coming on in early and keeping me company. I definitely appreciate it. Hope everybody is having a great day. I'm having a good day. I've been busy. She says, yay, yay, Susan. I've been a little busy, but I did want to go over a couple of hauls with you guys. Show you, let's talk about the cooler gift that I'm supposed to be recreating. And also, we're going to look at some of the finds I may be able to put together. Actually, I got one gift up here that I think I can put together. I have a back to school college edition that I have pulled and I could possibly put back together. But this is my focus for today, is trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this cooler. Hey, Anton, thanks for coming. So I was in, where was I? I'll go over Walmart first because that was the smallest, and you guys were with me. Some of you were with me when I was at Walmart. Um, I got a couple of Star Wars Mandalorian um, 31-inch foil balloons. That's what they look like. And these, hey Jody, welcome to the live. Hey Miss Sally Barlow, welcome in, welcome in. I was just going over a couple of hauls, a couple of items that I picked up, as well as we're going to talk about this cooler gift. And I have a couple of other gifts up here that we could possibly be going on also, or should I say dealing with also. But the first thing I was showing was a couple of things that I got out of Walmart. This is a Star Wars Mandalorian balloon, 31 inches. These were a quarter at my store. They were $4 and they went down to $2 and then went down to 25 cents. So I picked up a couple of those. I just got four. I do have some Mandalorian stuff, and I figured a balloon could definitely be a nice little addition to any of those concepts. So I picked up four of those. You were with me the other day when I got the toothbrushes and this other thing, so I don't have to show you that. Let's get these off of the table. What else did I show you? We saw the Betty Boop t-shirts. I just put up a short about the Betty Boop t-shirts, and I found several more at several more stores. So if you look at my previous live, you'll see where I opened the package, and you guys were able to see the shirt itself. It took me a couple of like an extra hour to get that short up because it flagged it for licensed material. So I think BB, I think that may be why she's just named Boop on here and just has the BB on her hat, because she got me flagged. So I had to go in there and edit that short to try to get it up. Hey, Miss Rose, welcome to the live. She says blessings, chat. Hey, and blessings. Hey, Miss V, V's Creations. How are you? So I did pick up some more of the t-shirts in here. I guess I could have turned you guys off, huh? I want to see which one of these I already opened. It's pretty hard to tell. Oh, I know I can tell. It'll be the only one that's folded a different way than all the other ones. Nope, maybe not. I think it's this one. Yeah, maybe this one. Anyway, I got 2, 4, 6 of them at this point. Where are the t-shirts from? They came from the Dollar Tree, the tree store. So here's the little card that goes in there. I can't mirror you guys, but here's the card. And then here is the shirt. So these were 150 at my store. My clothing items have went up. So these were 150. Uh, and what else was 150? Oh, the socks. I ended up finding some socks while I was there. I probably will take these back, exchange them out, and get other socks because I've seen like a 10 pack of socks at Walmart on clearance. So I think it'll probably be more economical for me to go ahead and get that 10 pack and take all these single socks back. So the two that I found, and this one's all jaggedy anyway, is this one with Betty on there. And I think I'm going to pair it with this particular pair because she has on um, some red pants, a white tee, and I think it goes a little bit better than the gray. Oh, wow, cute. Oh, yes, you showed them to us while you were in the store. Yes. So here is the shirt, and there it is with the gray. But she doesn't have on many clothes, so we may opt for the boot that has on an outfit. So I got those. So I showed you those couple ones, and let me not do what I did last time. Where did you get the shirts? The shirts came from the tree store, Dollar Tree. So they have they have printed tees there now. I just put up a short, and it'll show some of the other tees that I saw. So if you're interested to see which other ones that were in my store, go back and check out the short, and you should see those also. But I just picked up the boot shirts. I wasn't really interested in the sayings that were on the other ones, so I just got boot, and that was it. Picked up some socks, and like I said, we'll probably work out something. But I thought that was pretty good deal for $1.50 for the shirt, $1.50 for the socks if I keep the socks. So that's $2.50. And we're on our way to a pretty nice little Betty Boop concept. I know we got slippers and a couple of other Betty Boop items out of like Family Dollars. So if you guys got any of those, they may pair up with that stuff as well. So I was just bringing those in to show you those ones. I also found the Squishmallow shaped bandages. There's only 14 in here, but they are a branded one. So if you want to try to put this with any of your Squishmallow stuff, these may be an option for you as well. And on the back of it, it actually tells you how many you get of each one, and also the size of them. So they're about 1.5 inches, a little bit over 1 inch to 1.5 inches. So they're not the biggest little things, but they are cute. I think they'll bring in some more character if you're trying to load a gift with some character items. So I did pick up a couple of these. I only got two. Now they have bandages in Dollar General also on their dollar aisle. And they are, I've seen Barbie there. I've seen LOL. I've definitely seen like some of the dinosaurs and some of those ones. But as far as characters are concerned, they do have a couple of characters at the Dollar General on their dollar aisles. If you're interested in saving that money. Let's see. Hold on one second. New offer. Very nice. Okay, not bad. Okay, so that's Betty Boop, the Betty Boop shirts, the Betty Boop socks. So we can get Betty off of the table. Or maybe I'll just leave her over there. While I was in the tree store, I also found some of these lip balms. And these are the 2 packs. You may have seen these before in your store. I saw them a couple of months ago and didn't get any. And then I went back looking for them when I realized what I was going to do with them, and they were gone. So I ended up finding a couple more. So we got these ones that we'll be able to put in there. I need to really figure out how many I need while they're still in my store. These items are the Brazilian Soul. This is Spa Luxury, limited edition hydrating hand mask and an exfoliating foot mask. Both of them are 20-minute applications. Here is the hand mask. And then here is the exfoliating foot mask. So, I don't know if you guys remember, but we have Brazilian Soul body butters that were also at the tree store. So if you wanted to pair those up and make you a little concept, there you have it. There are also another set of lotions that are Brazilian Soul also for Spa Luxury. They're in a box. And it's two items in the box. I'm not sure if both of them are lotions or what is in the box. But I am hoping that I get a hold of the box as well. But for the time being, I have the body butter and the foot and hand mask. So I can work those in a concept together. And these are, they got the internet all ablaze about that. So I wanted to show you those ones. And then I ended up just now having to run out to the store because I was looking for something. And I found some more at a different store. So even though they have the little thingy on there, they actually were still ringing up 125 at the store that I picked them up from. So I was happy about that. Now with regards, and I'll show you I'll probably show you a concept with these Brazilian souls in a minute. I wanted to talk to you about the whole George Foreman grill of it all. Hold on one second. As some of you know, I had an order. I know y'all are probably tired of hearing this story, but I had an order for some. I posted some baskets on Poshmark. I sell on Poshmark also, and one of the baskets that I have posted there sold the other day. I was super excited. Loved that. However, when I went to storage to look for that particular gift, I was not able to find it. So, I have the option to either recreate the gift or cancel the order. So I wanted to try everything in my power to get the gift recreated so that the person could get what it was that they initially ordered. Therefore, we ended up having to go out to Walmart, and that's where I got the George Foreman grill. George Foreman was not on sale at Walmart. It was $21 and like 56 cents. So I went ahead and paid that, and that's kind of, I think I said something before. Well, no, I said something before about us going over pricing and stuff after the fact. And I was making light of it, but I absolutely do love pricing. Let's back up. I said something the other day. We were talking about pricing gifts, the t-shirts actually. We were talking about the Betty Boop t-shirts. And somebody asked me how much would I charge, and I was telling them that I didn't know. And then, of course, I had to go and make a funny, or attempt to, and said that I will go over pricing and stuff as we get closer to the holidays, because that's some of what, some of what the OGs have said with regards to pricing. And I just said it to buy myself time. And then I ended up following up with the fact that I don't know how much these things are, we sell t-shirts for and all that kind of stuff, because I'm just getting started with that aspect of the gifting business. But I did want to say I wasn't throwing jabs or anything. I love the strategy of, I think I've said it multiple times before, the pricing at the end. Because in my experience, I have priced as I went, as I was making the gifts before. And then I end up, when it's time to actually go out and sell, and now I have gifts that are priced, and I don't have the consistency in the pricing that I would like. So, like, I may have had, 3 items in a gift, however big, and I had $15 on it. Well, then I end up with a gift with, like, 2 items, but it's, like, that big, and I got, like, $10 on it, or $5, whatever the case may be. So the inconsistency of it all with me pricing it as I created the gifts kind of made me love the idea of pricing it all at the end, or pricing it all at one time, so I can make sure my pricing stays consistent. The only thing with that, and I haven't, and I'm telling you guys this because I want to do that moving forward with my gifts. However, I do like to make sure I have enough inventory created at each of the price points to get me to my goal. And if I don't price my gifts as I go, then I don't really know how close I am to the goals for that particular holiday. So I'll explain. Like if I want to say I want to make $10,000, then I'll need to make 50 gifts at this price point, 25 gifts at $100, and that's 2,500. 25 gifts at 100. So I'll do it that way, and I'll know that if I make the 50 gifts at this, if I make those numbers of gifts, then I'll end up with my goal at the end. So that's kind of where I want to go with it, but pricing towards the end of it doesn't not help me make sure I'm creating enough inventory to make the goals I want per holiday. So I'm kind of still figuring that part of it out. But I was, not throwing shade or anything. I was just trying to figure it out in my mind and kind of um, thought I was being funny, but it probably didn't come off as that. So I didn't want to apologize to you guys because that was not my intention. But like I say, I don't know. So we'll have to figure out how I'm going to get all that done. And I don't know if anybody else is in a similar position as far as wanting to price at the end, but also wanting to keep track of the amount of inventory you have made or completed baskets you've made in each category so that you'll know if you're getting close to your goal for that particular season. So I just wanted to put that out there. If you guys want to chime in, I would greatly appreciate that. If you have a fix or a way around that, or if you want to share that with me, I would appreciate it because I don't want to get too far gone with the situation and then realize that I could have been doing it more efficiently from the start. So that's kind of where we are. Hey Maria, welcome to the live. Thank you so much for joining me. So I just showed a little bit of a haul, a couple of items that I got from the Dollar Tree, some t-shirts, some socks, and a couple of beauty items. And then we're going to talk about the gift. So let me see here. You saw on the, what was it? What do you call the thing, y'all? Thumbnail, maybe? On the thumbnail, that it was my intention to recreate this particular gift. And I'm trying to show it to you. Okay. Let's close this chat. And let's see. I completely missed it. I just came in. What do you need, Esmarie? I was talking about pricing. I was saying before, I think you were on the live before, that we were, it had been said that we'll revisit pricing closer to the holiday. And I was saying that I love that idea because I have priced as I went multiple, since pretty much since I've been starting, since I've been doing this. I don't know if you guys can still hear me. I was having a call come in, so I silenced that. So thumbs up in the chat if you guys can hear me. And I'll go ahead and keep talking. If not, I'll wait. Love the goal of pricing. I need to do the same. Thank you, V Creations. Thumbs up. Okay, you can hear me now. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, thank you, Susan. Thank y'all. Okay, so what I was saying is, when we're talking about the Betty Boop tea, I was saying that we'll revisit pricing later because I was trying to buy myself time to go and research how much these shirts should be selling for, or how much other basket makers have been selling their printed shirts for when they put the little, not the little, but when they put the images on there. So I was saying that, I would have to go back and research and see how they were pricing them. But I do love the idea of pricing at the end. and I've said that before. I do like that idea, but I'm trying to figure out how to swing that and also make sure I have enough inventory created in each of my categories so that I meet my goal. So like for last year, I think some of you guys heard me say like if you or some of the, and some of the other basket makers also, if you want to make $10,000, then you're going to need to have X number of gifts at $50 times your say 100. That'll give you your $5,000 or however much. I'm just throwing out numbers. Your 100 gifts at $25 will give you $2,500. So in knowing that, I need to know how many gifts I'm creating in the $25 category or in the $50 category or whatever. So I'll know how close I am to actually meeting my goal or having enough inventory available to meet my goal. So if I'm pricing at the end or closer to the holiday, then I don't necessarily know that I've created enough gifts in each of my categories to meet my goal. So I was wondering if any of you guys use those methods and how would you suggest we marry the two? I'm not a new basket maker, kind of, sort of, not really, but I don't know if that's something that other people will need assistance on. I guess I could go into the comment. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Go into like LB's comments and ask her. I know Never in a Million has talked about the tick marks and making sure each of the categories or each of the price points has enough gifts to make the goal. So I think they're two separate strategies, but I want to marry them. I like doing them all at one time, pricing it all at one time because I feel like I'll be more consistent with my pricing. But I also want to make sure I have enough gifts in each of my categories to meet my goal. And I can't really do that if I haven't determined a price on the gifts as I create them. So that's kind of what I was saying. Yes, we can hear you. Okay, cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that was that. So the gift that I was recreating is this gift. Grilling and chilling. There's just a George Foreman grill. There's a styrofoam cooler, um, a glass, some seasoning packets or seasoning canisters. That's what it was looking like on the side. And I'm trying to get the glare out of here for y'all. I don't know what it's reflecting off of. But that was the side. And then that's all it had on the back. It was just a grill and the little pizza cutter. So that's all that was on there. And this is the full gift. It's just in a styrofoam cooler. So, one more again. I sold this basket. I went looking for the basket. I don't have the basket. So I am trying to recreate the basket. I went out and bought a grill. I bought this cooler. Once I put the two of these together, it dawned on me that Poshmark has changed their shipping rules and requirements and all of the things. So I needed to make sure I had a box for this because we're now responsible for our own packaging and stuff. So the boxes that I have that meet their shipping requirements do not allow for a basket this large. The dilemma comes in because last time I used a Tree Store cooler, and that cooler was only about this tall. So all of this extra down here, I didn't have to deal with. But I went and found another cooler, and these things are super hard to find now. The Tree Store didn't sell them this year. The ones that I saw at Dollar General were also this tall, and this one I got out of Walmart is pretty tall as well. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to nix this cooler and put it in something else. So then I said, well, what do I have? Well, I only have one or two other coolers available to me because I got rid of the other ones that I had. Let's see. Let's get back to the chat. Make sure I'm not missing anything. So this is the cooler, but I also have this Igloo cooler that I can use. Now this one, as you can see, is considerably shorter, so that would work better for the gift since I have to ship it. I think, actually, let me see. I think it'll fit in here. Hold on 1 second. Just slide that over. Slide you over. Put you up here. If I put you in there, it's going to have to be back some to allow room for everything. And then let's see if this fits. I'm trying to get this without dropping everything. I found some about a month ago at Target for $5. Thank you. So, if I were to put that in there, it may work. Yeah, it may work. I don't know. So I think I can get this in the box. In this box. So that's good. But I don't know if this container, if this cooler is going to be big enough for all the stuff. So that's kind of what I'm doing now, is trying to recreate this gift so I can take pictures of it and put it back out there on that site and let the lady that purchased it know that I don't have the exact basket. And the recreation with the styrofoam cooler is not going to work. So I guess for her troubles, I can give her a $28 Igloo cooler as opposed to a $5 styrofoam cooler. I would normally, I guess I would be taking a hit considering this is a $28 product compared to that $5 product. But as a lot of you guys know, I didn't technically pay $28 for this. So I'm okay with losing out on the $30 that this could bring in another gift. So yeah, that's where we are with that. Now let's see. I need a box. This box. Literally had this sitting on top of something. This the Illies, these ones. So I'm gonna take this and see if I can. Yay, it will fit. It actually will fit. Awesome. So we put the box in there. Put the George Foreman in there. Let's see. And it is leaning because, of course, it doesn't have anything really holding it up. Here, I might be able to put a... I don't know if that's going to hold it up or not. Y'all know me. I don't mind putting a non-conventional item inside of my gifts to hold them steady. And that didn't do it at all. I need a box. Hey, Tasha. Welcome to the live. I need a box. A real box. Because these little half a boxes are not working. Maybe this one. I pulled that to put in a different concept. So let's see. Hope you're having an awesome day, Tasha. What else here? What about this roller tape? Is it going to be sturdy enough? Okay. Thank you. So we'll stick you up there. So some of the items that were in the previous gift was a tall, skinny glass mug. I don't have any more, but I do have this football mug. I don't know if that's going to be going in there or not. And hey, Aretha, welcome to the live. Tasha says, I'm catching you late. Let me get up and start designing. Thanks for the motivation. Come on, Tasha. Come on, come on. I got 3, 4, 5 baskets up here we finna do. I'm probably lying, y'all. Y'all know I'm slow as Christmas, so I am probably not telling the truth because I still got to make it to the post office. I got a couple of orders I need to ship out, so I'm gonna try to make it to the post office before they close. I wanted this to go also, but I think we're gonna have to get all this buttoned up overnight, and hopefully she can go out tomorrow. I hate that. I want to be timely, but I think I've missed the boat on that one. But yeah, come on, we're gonna design. We're gonna design. And that'll give me somebody to ride and listen to as I head to the post office. And I don't want to necessarily cover up the George Foreman because this doesn't even have to be in there. It does not have to be in there. So I put my George Foreman grill on top of my igloo. I just added some little tchotchkes down up under to kind of be my base while we try to figure out if this is actually gonna look good. I just turned my bottle around to the side so they'll be able to see that. I don't know if we're going to go in with that glass or not. I guess we could technically still do the grilling and chilling towel, but I want to say my initial one was, let me see, where was it? I just had a picture of it. Screenshots. Okay, so I did use these ones. All right, so I think we could still use the grilling and chilling. The yellow is kind of throwing me. Maybe I'll do it that way, and that'll help balance a little bit of the yellow out. It won't look so out of place. What else did I have in here? I picked up an oven mitt and some pot holders that I can add in. You can put these little guys in since they were in the initial concept. Tasha says, did the client want the recreated gift? If you like to share, if not, I do understand. Miss Rose says, you sold this basket on Poshmark? Yes, Miss Rose, I did. Hey, Kimberly Showers. I have not heard back from the customer. So my plan was to recreate it as similar as possible. So I went out and got this styrofoam cooler, but the coolers that I'm finding are now too big to ship. The original cooler that I had the cooler I had on the original concept came from like the tree store, Dollar Tree, and they were little bitty. They're like 5, 6, 7 inches tall. Whereas these coolers, the smallest one I can find was this, and this is like a 24 can cooler, and it's so much bigger. And so Posh changed their shipping requirements and stuff like that. So I had to go in there and look and see what's the largest size box I can use and all of that. So a box that's going to fit that cooler is not going to be shippable. So either I find a little bitty tiny baby cooler, or I go with one of the other things I had. So I said, since I'm nixing the cooler, I figure I can take the hit on and give her an igloo, because this is really the only other one I have, the only other cooler I have. And I went to 3 Dollar Generals today looking for soft-sided coolers, and they didn't have any either, other than ones that are similar to this. As you know, they had a little, what was that, sale, an additional 50 off of something or something sale with Lawn and Garden. So I think the coolers may have went then. I'm not exactly sure, but they didn't have a lot of them in the store. They had these ones, they had the hard coolers, but they didn't have many of the soft side coolers. And I literally just donated like a lot of these coolers when I was cleaning up. And of course, now I'm kicking myself because it was a cooler, a soft side cooler nonetheless, but it would have worked in this instance. So she has not responded. So my plan now is to go ahead and recreate it in this other container that I can actually ship. that meets the shipping requirements, and I'll put a picture of it also. I'll list it separately, and then go in and send her another message. It says, hey, uh, I can no longer ship the cooler due to its size. I've recreated it. Here's the new listing. If she wants, I can cancel her initial listing and she can buy this one. If not, then I'll just leave it up there as a listed item. So hopefully I hear from her soon because I kinda needs to know what she wants to do. And this cooler is so much smaller, but like I say, it's so much more expensive, so I think it'll be okay. But with it being smaller, I lost my ability to put my cup in there. I had a mug in there before. It was a little skinny one, like skinny like that. So it was fitting right over there on the side, on the side of the item. But I don't have it, so I have this big, huge football one, and that's too fat to fit in there. So we're gonna nix the glass. So now it's literally a cooler, some grilling stuff, and some things. But I don't know. We shall see. Space saving design. I'll just add these ones somewhere. I do need a cup or glass or something. I need another item in here so I can put the rest of this stuff in there, I guess. And of course, I'm trying not to remove any tags because I will take all of this mess right back to the tree store and wherever else it came from. What about on top? The cup on top, adding the mitt inside. I would love to do that, but that's gonna make it too tall for this box. So I think I'm pretty sure I know now that I'm gonna have to pull all of my gifts off of Poshmark. The only thing I can leave up there are the little short ones, because I can't be dealing with this here. And y'all know most of my stuff be big anyway. So if this is the largest box that I can use on Poshmark, then it's gonna be a little interesting to make that pivot. So I would love to put that up there. I could put stack all kind of stuff up there, but like I say, I can't make it too tall because then it's not gonna fit in my box. So this recreated gift is giving me a run for my money. If nothing else, I know that I'm gonna need to keep up with my inventory because I don't want to have this go on anymore. Now, initially, I could have just just cut the damage. I could have stopped the bleeding, and just went ahead and canceled her order as soon as I realized I didn't have the gift. But in my mind, I was going to be able to recreate this and make it all work out. And so now I'm just running into different little obstacles. So I'm trying to figure it out. But I may go and find something else. But I would like you to see that. But we may be past that point anyway. Yeah, so it doesn't have the spatula, which I can put in there. The glass, the can opener was in there also. And the pizza cutter. So the pizza cutter and the glass are the only two things that aren't in here. But they now have a $30 cooler when they only had a Dollar Tree cooler before. Tasha says, oh, I understand. Yeah. Oh, man, I scrolled off. Who is that? Hey, Shamika. Welcome to the live. So that's that. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So, in an effort not to confuse myself, and I actually like the red a little bit better. I want to say, did it have red stuff in it before? No, it was gray and black and white with red accents. Okay. So yeah, I might just throw all this stuff in there to get rid of it. But I'll figure out something on that. So we'll leave that be because that's gonna aggravate me. And like I said, I know it's not gonna happen today. Um, I guess I could technically put that glass in the back of there. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. There's a whole space back here. What is this? Oh no, that's just a net. But I think this opens. Yeah, it does. You can open this and put stuff in here. So I could put the glass in there, put some other stuff in there, because all of this has to go into the box. And it has to go pretty much the way it is. I mean, it's going to be like this, so they're not going to see it. But at least they'll still have their glass. So I'm actually going to have to secure this up so that it fits in the box. So I could still put their glass in there. I can put some other little stuff in there. It's all kind of room in there. But yeah, we're just going to leave this over here to the side because it's going to aggravate me. And like I say, since I know I can't ship it today, I ain't really worried about it. I mean, I am, but I'll figure it out. Let's see. Oh, y'all seeing stuff. Let me see. Miss Rose says, can you cut down the box inside the cooler so the grill isn't so high up? Yes, ma'am, I can. I can. I hate that you don't even see the grill. I mean, you see George Foreman, but you don't even see the grill. You see that? Hey, Candace, welcome to the live. Miss Nene says, good afternoon. Hope all is well with you as well, Miss Nene. Hey, Hope. Welcome to the live. So, yeah, that's my dilemma, y'all. It pretty much has to be this tall in order for me to ship it via Poshmark. If I have to make it larger than that, then I'm going to have to go against policy and try to work something out to get this to her. And I would cancel her sale before I did all of that because I don't want to break Poshmark's rules with regards to, shipping outside of their platform. So that's kind of what I have going on right now. Let's see. I was just thinking of that, so it would fit in the box better. Yeah, you're definitely on it, Miss Rose, because it would fit then. Having it shorter, it would fit. I would even be able to add something to the top. All of those things. So yeah, you're definitely on point with that. I'm gonna leave that sit there. Yeah, and I'll think about it, think on it some more. But yes, I appreciate your input. Definitely. Let's move some of this stuff off of here. Let's do something to get this cooler off of my mind. I'm sick of this cooler. I am sick of this cooler right now. But it's my own doing. I literally created this issue. I so created this issue because if I had been on track with my inventory, knowing exactly what kind of stuff I have in my completed gifts, then I would not have had a gift listed on a site that I don't have in my possession anymore. So, and there still is kind of sort of, there's hope that I still have it. I just haven't found it, and I got tired of moving boxes. I got boxes stacked 5 tall. So to get to the top box, I got to move all, get to the bottom box, I got to move all the other boxes, that kind of thing. And after doing that for a little while, my body was over it. So I was just like, that's enough of that. So, great idea. Miss Rose's idea to cut the box down, to cut my foundation down so my George Foreman grill shortens, and then I'm able to put my glass up there. Is that what you're referring to, Hope? But yeah, I definitely got to keep up with this inventory more, because if somebody calls and says, well, I need a gift, I can show them pictures, but I don't necessarily know if I have them in my possession or not. She said, yes, yeah, definitely. I be want my stuff to be seen, but you're not gonna see it anyway. So I guess that's a fight that we've already lost. Here, let's take all this stuff out of here. Or, hold on one second. Where's my phone? Let's see if we can get a picture. All right. Let's take all of this out of here. And let's start over. So it is a little bit shorter. There's still a box in there, but it is a little bit shorter. Let's see. And now these don't have anything to stand on. Rose says, hey Dazzling Events, welcome to the live. Hold the poster box up to it now just to be sure you'll have space. Oh yeah, it'll definitely be space. I could fit it the way it was with it standing up. I could fit it in that box before. I just didn't have any room on top to like put a glass up there. So it fit in the box the way it was before. I don't like that color. Hey, Creative Dead Solutions. So are we grilling up a basket today? Yes, ma'am, we are. This basket been grilling me for the last couple of days. Looks like Miss Jess Gifted is live, y'all. Oh, no, it's live at 5 on location. So she'll be live in 15 minutes, maybe, unless she's in a different time zone than me. Wait, let me look at this. There's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. Put that up there for sure. I know that. Oh Lord. Yes, yes, yes. That's cute. Thank you. Um, this is aggravating me. That's aggravating. That is aggravating. And what's crazy is I'm thinking about all of this stuff, and usually the people don't be caring about none of that. They do not care. Let me see what y'all saying. Miss Rose says, great job on the likes, you guys. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Rose. Yes, we have 19 people on and 22 thumbs up. I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all. Hope says, can anything go to the back of the basket? No, ma'am. Kind of, sort of, but not really. It's this one with this fat back, that zipper compartment where you can put other stuff in there. So it's this guy. As awkward as it is. And I've been to $3 Generals today alone looking for other soft side coolers, any other those type coolers. We went to Walmart yesterday looking for coolers and a grill. So this one I actually had still here. So I was like, let's see if we could make this one work. So this actually does fit in the box, which I was happy about because I was concerned that there wasn't going to be enough clearance, but there is. So we can actually get this in the box, and the box is the correct size to ship. So that's good. Now it's just trying to get the similar items back in there. So at this point, this glass is different. This wasn't in there at all before. And I had a cleaver in there to cut the meat and stuff like that. So that's out of there also. Can you tack it with the tack gun, tack it to the grill box? Yeah, we'll be able to stand this up. We'll be able to make that stand up. The back, I don't have an issue with standing the back up. That'll be fine. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to get some of the similar stuff in here. And like I said, I'm going to just wait until tomorrow on this because I'm kind of sick of this grill now. It's like if you had cut your losses at the beginning of this, you would not have been thinking about this for the last 2 days or whatever. But I like to go ahead and get my stuff out. So I kind of wanted to do it. Poshmark gives you like 5 days or something to ship. I usually ship my stuff same day or next day. So I still have time, and considering Sunday don't count, and I don't think Saturday does either. So I still have technically until like the middle of this week, but I would want to get it out as soon as possible. But like I say, I'm still waiting on the lady to message me back what she's going to want to do. But in the interim, I was interested. I wanted to go ahead and put up a basket, a picture of the basket that I recreated, so that she can let me know if she actually wants to get this one. Seeing as the other one is not available with the styrofoam cooler. So there's that. Here, let's do something that's fun. I want to show y'all something. Well, not really show y'all something, but the Brazilian soles. Have you guys seen those? Y'all know that they're out. They have body creams, a hand cream, foot mask, and all that good stuff. Well, I got it, and I pulled some items to play with to see about putting in the concept, and I think it'll be cute. I don't know that for a fact, but I think it'll be cute. Let's see if we can get you guys up on the stand so that you can look at this as opposed to that basket. I'm also working on a back to school college edition. We'll get that worked on as well. That's some light. Yeah, there's some light. Oh, also from Walmart. I'm finding little kid outfits for $1. Again, I think these are pajamas though. Yeah, these gotta be pajamas. Super Mario. These for $1. And then I also got this dinosaur one. It's got the little dinosaur pants. So those were out. Just showing you guys those. And y'all saw my Betty Boop shirt. My store don't have any yet. Your store doesn't have the Brazilian Soul yet? Is that what they don't have? Let me get you guys up on the stand. We can do something fun. Oh no, not that. Well, hopefully they get some in soon, especially since they have other pieces coming out with it. Now, there was a store by me that had the Brazilian Soul, and I was like, okay, cool. And I only got like 4 of them initially, because I wasn't necessarily the biggest fan of them. So I only got the 4. But now, they have the hand masks and all the other things, and I want them all. So, we shall see what happens. Let's see. Can I turn you guys back on? Ooh. Alright, let's get you out of there. Up there. Maybe. Can you see? I think you can. I don't know which way is which. Okay, it's that way. Let's get this here. And clear. Let's get to a new location. So, Brazilian Soul. Where did I put them? Here is one of them. Oh, you can see. What can you see? This crap. So let's bring you here. Uh-oh. Heck, I'm about to... Right? I'm about to knock everything down. I don't have to remember y'all back there. I'll be to flick y'all off because y'all are behind me now. So I'm going to flick something at y'all in a minute. If I can... Okay, I think this is right. The Brazilian Soul. So I picked up the exfoliating foot mask and the hydrating hand mask. So these were new. But these are the body butters that we had before in the little orange container. So they're starting to come on out. And as you can see by the array of cups over here beside me, we picked out a couple of cups. We're going to see which ones of these we like better. And see if we can't come up with a little something. Let's use what time is it? 5 o'clock. Okay, I gotta get out of here in a minute or two. A couple minutes. And yes, I still do have the pop shelf box. So keep all boxes around here. I was using it as a stand and everything. So we have those look really different in color until I put them together. Because I definitely thought this one was more of my color. What else do I have up here? We pulled a couple of pairs of socks. I got some of my Halloween roses. I only bought them because they were orange. They also had some purple ones, so I got some purple ones also. And I lost the chat. I pulled these. You guys remember the little Love Ellie mesh beauty bags? These ones here. So we got these. That's kind of a blue, but I don't think that's this blue. Yeah, it is not. That's green. So I'll mix those. And I don't think that green's going to do it either. One, two. That I'll mix. Some of these socks. I think for sure I want my preservative toe there. Maybe. That ain't that bad. I don't think I want to do an orange rose on there though. Neither of those goes. I also have that. Maybe put a little hand sanitizer in there. Hey Pooh, welcome to the live. Thank you for dropping by. Hope you've had a good day at work. I was just about to go back and watch your picnic video. Well, actually, I started watching your picnic video. I fell asleep. That was kind of late last night. I was trying to get some stuff to upload. But I hope you had an amazing time on your picnic. It cut off, or the last thing I remember, should I say, is when you were, I think you said something about they had come early or something and you didn't have time to set up or something like that. So I definitely got to go back and see what happened. No, I did not. What'd you do? You did not have a good day at work? Oh, no. Well, I think you're off by now, so I hope the rest of your day gets better, love. Hey, Sophia. Welcome to the live. Happy Monday to you. Who says, my picnic was fantastic. That's amazing. Congratulations, girl. Glad you had a good time. But yeah, I'm liking this. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these little socks because that's doing something to me. But I'm gonna figure something out. She says, I work with them evil spirits. I'm gonna buy holy oil and rebuke them demons. I know that's right. Let's see, it's not finna stop you and all the things that you have going on. So yeah, we gotta put them demons in their place and keep on doing what we need to do. I know that's right. I'm loving the attitude, Pooh. That's exactly what we gotta do, girl. Keep putting that best foot forward. Yeah, I'm gonna figure out something with these socks because they on my nerves, just hanging out, dangling off the front of here like this, And I want to take them apart, but I guess I need to stop being lazy and actually put the concepts together if I'm going to put the concepts together, you know? You know. She says, love the colors. Thank you, Sophia. Who says, so you've been shopping and you just can't wait for me, can you? ah, it's been a little bit. It's been light, Pooh. It's been real light, girl. Real light. Pooh, I'm proud of you. Yes, Hope says, Pooh, I'm proud of you. I am also. It's been amazing not to watch this transformation. Um, so yeah, it's the growth of it all. And that goes for all of the basket makers. We were talking about Pooh, she had just come in, but that definitely goes for all of the basket makers. To see where you guys were as opposed to where you are now and what you're planning to do for future holiday things is an amazing journey to watch. The growth of it all, because it's one thing to keep doing what you've been doing because it's that's what you know how to do, but it's something different to just kind of step outside of yourself and explore other options. And I think that's one thing that I really pick up on in the basket community is that people are willing to step outside of their comfort zone. Like, you may not necessarily be wanting to be on YouTube in front of the camera or whatever, but for you to be able to learn different ways to create gifts or learn different ways to make bows or learn different ways to shop, that's definitely growth, because you didn't necessarily have to. You could have continued to do what it is you were trying to do before. So that's awesome to be in a community or be with a group of people who don't mind, trying it, seeing what we can do. Others have led the way, and to be able to come up with your own things and or even follow the paths, the templates that they've set forth, it's pretty cool thing to witness. So, hey Dorothy, welcome to the live. Thank you, sis Hope. That's what Pooh says. Miss Rose says, put one of them orange roses in front, hon. I'm gonna have to put Miss Rose on payroll. Miss Rose is coming through. Pooh says, I'm trying not to cry today. They'll be happy tears, I'm sure. You said put it in front of what? Hold on, let me see. Rose says, yes, Pooh has me motivated for real, right? Yes. Hey, Kelly. How are you? Yeah, man, we got to get out there and do something different. If we want a different result, we got to get out there and do something different. So it takes some growth and maturity to be able to realize that what you've been doing ain't going to get you where you want to go and to make that pivot. So, and that's personal life, that's business life, that's basket making, that's all of the things, even with blueprints, we still have the tendency to kind of do our own thing. So that pivot is an awesome thing. Up in the front, not by that. I think that and that. This little thing here drives me crazy. Start falling out. Maybe if I glue you down, you won't fall out. So there's our little rose. It's doesn't have much presence because it doesn't have any wings to it. I mean, any any leaves to it. We'll fix it. Perfect. It's done now. Let's go next one. Miss Rose is like, you will not overthink this today, chick. You finna get these gifts off that table. That is hilarious. But yeah, so this is something that you can do with just the Brazilian Soul two-piece set that we got. You can fix up something like this. These came from the tree store, also the cosmetic bags. I just fixed it up on the bottom so that it wouldn't lean in on me. So with this one, I put this blue cup in here, but you could also put like an orange cup in there. Where did I put that other one? I think the orange cup may even work with that one a little bit better, maybe. I'll probably change out the placement of some things with that. But, yeah, we could do the same thing with the orange. As far as cups are concerned, so I got 50 little cups up here. This is the glow in the dark one. Oh, no. Oh, this, I didn't bring this. This one in the purple was already up here from something else. So there's the glow in the dark. When you take it away from there, it does look a little bit better. Not quite, but, you know. We did pink. I think I did purple. I wanted to see it with this. Not so much. So I think it'll be the turquoise. Turquoise wins. First cup, Miss Dorothy says, yep. Who says, I have that glow up cup? Yeah. I didn't get but a couple of them. After I thought about it, I was like, hey, I could have got a couple of more of those cups. A couple of more. For the simple fact that they do go with several things that I have. So, but of course, it is what it is. I may or may not get some more later on. We'll see. I could probably put this in one of those shorter boxes. Because I have some that are a little bit shorter. I think that may work in there. Hey, Essence Joy. Welcome to the live. But yeah, we'll play with that a little bit more. But yeah, as far as this gift is concerned, I think I'll run a couple of those with the turquoise tumblers. I forget which one I had up there. I think this one. Should have put both of them in there. Oh well. So there's that. I also have turquoise socks. I don't forget why in the world I bought these out here. I don't know. But yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Oh, and I think, did anybody go check and see if Miss Sonia is on? Yep, Miss Sonia is on. She is in the store. Oh, she's in Pop Shelf. Oh, did you guys know that there is a clearance event coming again this weekend? It's not a traditional clearance event. It is going to be, well, traditional clearance events are core items and anything that's already on sale to some extent. And it usually, well, sometimes they exclude, well, this particular time, it is going to be none of that core stuff. So none of the laundry detergents, none of the you know, tubs and totes and bins. The things that are going to be on clearance are going to be, or the additional 50% off are going to be um, like your dot items, the ones that were the red dots that we had for the red squares for the kid items, those kind of things. So those green dots that just was on sale and on sale and on sale, they'll be on the clearance event also. So there should be a good amount of stuff that may or may not usually go on sale. That kind of stuff may be included. But the biggest thing I liked about it is the fact that tomorrow some more of the categories drop in price. So I think some of them go from 50% off to like down to 70% off. And if you wait until whenever that clearance event starts, I want to say it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but I could be wrong. But if you wait until then, instead of having it at the 70% off, you'll get an additional 50% off of that. So that could take you up to, what is it, like 85, 88% off or something like that. So that'll be some additional savings. These particular little tray things here, I don't know if they're on sale or not currently. I should have checked while I was in there today. But I need to see if these little things are, because I want to get some more of those. And there are a couple of other things that they have going on. But I just started hearing bits and pieces about it and stuff like that. So I haven't really figured out yet what all they got going on. But I will before it starts. Creative Desk Solutions says, great job combining those two colors. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. And thank you guys for the ones of you who stuck around. Miss Sonia is also live. She is in Pop Shelf shopping. So if y'all guys, if you all want to go over there, I totally understand. I don't have a Pop Shelf. So I wasn't finna drive an hour and a half to Pop Shelf when I saw somebody come on this morning. Was it Callie? Somebody came on this morning and showed that they had got some things, or was in the store and showed some stuff. But I was like, I ain't finna do that. I ain't going over there. You know what? Now that I think about it, we have new likes and followers. What? I got new followers on the TikTok. What? Looks really nice. Love the colors. Thank you, Miss Nene. These came from, what is it, Hobby Lobby. These ones here. And I could probably do something smaller with these ones. Of course, you know I had to go with the orange. And again, me always trying to shove something down in these containers to create a base. That is what I do. Let's see. Oh. Sit you down there. Put you back there. I'll probably put some in him so you can see him. You can put your little body butter in there. And let's try one of these so I don't keep pulling stuff out of that one. Foot mask. We could do like so, like that. Kinda, sorta. So this is an option. Also, with the little Ellie, mesh cosmetic case. Of course, we can put the little cigar colognes in here. I keep standing this up as if it's just gonna stand up by itself. You do something like that. Don't all keep falling over on you. I probably put something hard in my mesh bag so that you can see the color through there. You know it's orange. And that'll also be a little bit more of a backer for me. And add a couple of other little items in there, and you can send her off as well. Or we could even put this little cup in there. Put the cup, put the soul. Put some of that stuff back there. Oh, she's cute. So that I can slide you a little bit up so people can see. So there it is in the little turquoise bowl, or whatever color that is. More of a green, maybe. It's more of a green. But they also have the orange ones. And all 5 or 6 of these bowls were in a pack, and I got them for a little bit of money. So we got those. But there's that. You could even put a sanitizer in here. You can put a spray in there if you want. Like I say, I'll have something white in the back of mine inside this mesh bag so you can see the orange of it all a little bit better. And you don't have to put both of these in there. You could just definitely do 1 and 1. Like you can use that for the green color and then put, I have this same cup in this orange. So I could do that with the orange and put some stuff in there. So yeah, I think I like them. I'm glad I picked up. How many do I have? I got a couple of sets of those. I don't have many. Like I said, I only had 4 of the Brazilian Soul, the body butters. So hopefully I'll run across the ones that are in the box. So I can have some more to go with the hand washes, or excuse me, the mask that I have. And that'll be that. And it does not look like I'm going to make it to the post office today. But that's okay. All right, guys. Well, that's all I got. Like I said, I have this other gift, this college edition gift, but yeah, I think I'm over it. I think I am over it. Notifications. Turn that back up so I don't have to look at it. But that's it, guys. That's all I got for you today. Like I said, we're doing the college edition, back to school college edition. I got some stuff cool for it, so I'll be doing that. But this was just me playing with something to get my mind off of this grilling and chilling basket over here. That was my focus for today. So that was just a little something. But grilling and chilling is first, then this back to school is next. Because it also has to be shipped. And then we have a birthday that I need to get out by the end of this week. What is today? I don't know what it is. Yes, that I need to get out by the end of this week. For a little girl. So I need to start wrapping my mind around that. She's another kid whose parents don't want her having toys. She's got a lot of toys. So, hey Shannon Paul, how are you? Welcome to the live. Thanks for stopping by. We were just playing with some of the Brazilian Soul items that I picked up from my tree store recently. I was also working on a grilling and chilling basket, recreating it because I sold the original. And that's about it. Like I said, I got some items pulled for this young man's concept back to school. We're just gonna go body care stuff. I think I have slippers, some slides. I have PJ and lounge outfit. I think I got a little bit of Dove in there. What else do I have? A little speaker, dry erase board for days of the week things, and what else do I have pulled over there? That may be about it. I think I'm gonna put it in one of those crates, the collapsible crates, but that has to be shipped also. So everything I'm having to make sure I get these things in the right size containers and built up with the right height so that I can get them shipped. Shannon says, very cool. Looks like fun. Thank you. Hey, Brooklyn Basket and More. How are you? Yes, yes, yes. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. I think I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to work on some stuff. I guess go out here one more time and see if I can't find another cooler. I had an entire stack of coolers, y'all. I really did. I really did. But in my cleaning up, I can definitely see me throwing something like that away. It was $125. It was something that I felt like I could probably get again if I needed to. And it took up a lot of space. It's not something that I was able to stack. So that's why I'm thinking it's probably not in a box, because in order for it to be in a box, it would have to be a pretty large size box. And I open most of those large boxes in storage. But anyway, I'm just rambling at this point. Make sure you guys, if you're interested, y'all remember to check your tree store. In the event they have the shirts. I picked these up from the tree store. And I also got some socks to go with her. And what else did I get out of there? I think you guys were with me, but we got some Squishmallow, two Squishmallow bandages. I'm gonna add to some of my Squishmallow thingies. And that's it, y'all. I don't have anything else. Very interesting. Hey, Shamira. How are you? Welcome to the live. She says hello. Thanks so much for joining. I appreciate you. I think I see a high ball. What do you call it? High ball? The tall glass things that I was looking for. I think I see one right here on this bar. On that bottom shelf, because ain't none of that glassware on that bottom shelf ever. I think it's still, some of them things still have stickers on them. I may need to look on my bar. I may have a glass that'll fit in that concept. That would be awesome. She says pretty colors. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. These were the Brazilian soles, new Brazilian soles that are out. These are the foot mask and the hand mask. They go with the body butter. But there's also some more Brazilian soles that are in a box. And there should be 2 pieces inside of that box. And I want to say they're like this size containers. This shaped container. But they're in a box. And there's 2 of them in the box. They're a little bit smaller than this, of course. But they are Spa Luxury, and they are the Brazilian sole. So that is something that I saw on the social medias that I wanted to get a hold of. But I had not even saw these hand masks. So when I saw the hand and foot masks, I picked them up. And in one of these things, I did it in a Hobby Lobby bowl with just the mask, the butter, and a glass. And this is one of the Ellie mesh bags. So I just added that to the back. And then the other concept back there was one of our cosmetic cases, cosmetic bags. I put the Brazilian soles, the mask in the back with a onyx softer feet foot file thingy, as well as one of the blue tumblers or teal or turquoise tumblers. I put in a little hand sanitizer and some socks. And the only other thing that went in there was this Brazilian sole was sitting right there. I see you paired it with the cute mesh orange bag too. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to put something in there though, because I want it to be able to stand up firmly. So I'll have to put something in there, and that'll help show that the bag is mesh also. So I think that'll be fine. And my little orange roses, if you guys are interested, especially considering this Brazilian sole has come out. But these are Halloween roses. And I want to say they're like $1.50 now. So they look a little crazy because they don't have the leaves on them. But I have leaves from other things. So I'll just stick a pair of leaves on there and hot glue a pair of leaves to the back of there. If you have any, you can put shred or anything really inside your cup. You can even put some regular like cellophane in there. You can put shred in there. You can put items in there. But yeah, so you can do all kind of stuff. If you don't put anything in there, you could put you a sticker on the front there also. Hey Monique, welcome to the live. Shamir says, looking at all these concepts y'all pumping out got me thinking about starting an LLC book. Shamir, if you ain't started one yet, honey, you better get it started. I don't have an official LLC book, but it's done took over my space in my phone. So apparently I need to get these screenshots and stuff out of my phone and onto paper or something, because my memory is saying, no girl, you don't have as much memory as you think you do. But yes, starting that LLC book is gonna be, especially for when you're like creating or trying to get your concepts together. When I actually go to sit down to do the gifts, pull the items for the gifts, that's sometimes where I have an issue, because I can remember the gift in my mind enough to know, okay, well, I need to pull my tumblers, I need to pull my vessels, we'll add this, and this. But I may not remember the specifics. And I don't necessarily need the specifics to pull those exact items. I need the specifics to know where they went with the concept. Like, okay, we got a foot mask. So they brought in socks and they brought in like a foot file or something like that. You have hair care products. So we bought in clippers, the little hair clippies, butterfly clips, barrettes, a headband, that kind of thing. So those are the specifics that I need to remember so that I can kind of think outside of what they used and bring in more of what I have on hand. Because I don't be needing to run out and buy the exact same things that they have if I don't have it. I need to use what I have. So I do need to, I guess, get it down in writing and out of my head. So the LLC book is definitely helping. I might need to make a book, take my screenshots and print and paste inside. That's what I'm talking about, Shamir. Like I don't. It's like a whole thing. I saw Elegant Lane. She put her stickers in a book, and I was sitting there like, well, doggone it. Now I gotta get a binder to put all my stickers in, but I'm not gonna do that. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. But like I said before, I get to making everything all pretty and cutesy and stuff. I have them now in a tote in one of my hefty containers that has a plastic lid and the clothes on the side. So I just have them in the tote. So it's just a matter of pulling my tote and flipping through them to see, which of the sticker sheets I want. So they are together and all that kind of stuff. But I was like, oh man, that's the cutest little thing. So it's just that. It's different ideas as far as utilizing your space, whether you're trying to store things or and then we also have all of the ideas about the selling aspect of it, what type of things to take for vendor events, what kind of stuff we need to have on our table when we're street vending. So it's just a lot. It just be a lot. So yeah, it was like a joke at first about the LLC book, little handy dandy notebook, but child, I be taking notes for real. Like I have notes that I be taking because I need to remember. Thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate you all. Monique says, very pretty and colorful. Thank you, Monique. Shamir says, I might need to make a book. Oh yeah, I saw that part. Exactly. Put your own twist to it. Yep, that's what I gotta do with it. Hey Alicia, welcome to the live. Shamir says, when I make some of my stuffed balloons, I like to take a picture and then write out what I put in it so I can make it again. If it's a hit. Yeah, definitely. I do that. It helps me when I list my stuff online. I would like to continue moving forward. But when I put my gifts online, I'll include what's inside the gift because I want them to know and not to come and ask me. I mean, they can ask me. I don't mind them, but some people are not going to take the extra step to reach out to you to ask a question. So if I have the information there for them, they can read through it and see if that's something they want or whatever. It also helps them know, like, especially with pre-made gifts of mine, it helps them know if they have, looks like Divine Creations is live also, but it also helps them know if there's something in the gift that they're not going to be able to use or they don't want somebody to have, like the kid gifts. It may have candy in it or bubble bath, and they don't want their kids using bubble bath. So, they'll say, okay, well, I see this particular gift, I like it, but we don't like the bubble bath. And then I'll know, okay, I can't go pull that particular gift from my pre-made gifts. I can recreate it, but without the bubble bath. So. I guess it also helps with item descriptions. Yep. Miss Alicia says, I'm sorry, I'm late to the party. What's the subject? Hey, Alicia. We did a little bit of a haul. Hey, All Occasions Gifts. Welcome. We did a little bit of a haul, not too much. I showed off my Betty Boop items that I've been finding, as well as a couple of other things I found at the store, and I can show you guys. Thank y'all for the likes. We got some Squishmallow shaped bandages. I got these from the tree store. Hey, Crafty Leo. Somebody must be went off because y'all pouring up in here now. I'm just playing. We got the Squishmallow bandages. They're about an inch to an inch and a half on here. So yeah, they have those. If you're trying to bring in a little bit more character into a character themed item or gift or whatever, these may be an option for you. Is that a cut mark? Let's slice this whole thing. I wonder if that other one's like that. They use those blades. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it looks like they used a blade and sliced right through this little Squishmallow body, all the way across the box. You shopping without me? Yes, ma'am. I surely did. I did. I went out of house. I'm still hunting for coolers, child. So I had to go back out again today looking for them coolers. So, and now I've missed the post office and all of the things. So I'm not even worrying about it. I had some orders that I was going to ship out today. Poshmark orders that I was going to ship today, but I will ship them tomorrow. Hopefully I will hear back from the lady that ordered or bought the grilling and chilling George Foreman grill cooler thingy off of Poshmark. Hopefully I'll hear from her today and she can go ahead and say yay or nay to the recreation of it all. I picked up the Brazilian Soul hand mask and foot mask. I paired it with the body butter, and I made a couple of little concepts. So that's what we were doing. And I also showed, we were working with the grilling and chilling basket, the recreation. We were working with that while before you guys came. So that's all we've been doing. How many flowers come in the dollar pack? 6. Yes, there were 6 in here. Those gifts are pretty. Loving the colors. Thank you, Crafty Leo. Miss All Occasion Gift says, I found the purple and black bubble bath at Dollar Tree. Oh, very nice. Good job. I hadn't seen that one. I mean, I've seen it on the lives. I haven't seen it in any of my stores. I did get, I think I only got 2 of the pink ones. That was it. I left the rest of those bubble baths there. And then I saw, who was it? Claudia. I think Claudia put her bubble bath, or somebody put a bubble bath with one of those margarita glasses. And I was like, well, that kind of makes sense. But yeah, I'm already done with my margarita glasses, or at least should I say I already have my concept for them. They're being worked, so yeah. Shamira says they're so reckless when they cut them boxes open. They are, because that is not good, and I just noticed that. Crafty says, you said that girl always asking for stuff. I did not. I didn't even think that, Crafty, but now that you say it, no, I'm just playing. No, I didn't. I did not even think that. I did not. Shamir says, I left you crafty. I left like you catching me at everybody's house, right? I feel like you catching me at everybody's house. Okay. Shannon says, I call it grilling stud. All right, Shannon. That is one as well. Crafty says, I am Shamira. I'm hot on your heels. Denise says, both concepts are pretty. Love the colors. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you. I didn't know Dollar Tree sold those flowers all occasions. Which ones? These flowers here? I won't say all occasions, but I've seen them a couple of times. Halloween is, I like the Halloween season of it all because I can usually come across orange and purple and black during that time, and those are colors that I'm not able to really get a lot of during other seasons. So like Walmart has ribbon. They also have Halloween ribbons that have purples and oranges and blacks in them. So after Halloween clearance is out at Walmart, I should still be able to get some of these ribbons with the purples, the oranges, and the blacks. Same goes for Dollar General. They have totes and bins and all kind of different things. Now they've been putting like little bats and ghosts and like engraving it into the plastic. I don't like that. But before they did all of that, they used to just have solid black things that we could use for any occasions. So the flowers are things that I pick up occasionally. I did find some purple ones. I didn't get the black ones, but I did get some of these just for the smaller ones. But you'll find, like, and the same with flowers at Walmart. They'll have, some of the Halloween colors. So after the holidays, that's usually when I pick up the bulk of my stuff so that it can last me through to the other holidays. So I'll be picking up oranges and blacks and purples. The oranges, of course, and purple is good for any occasion, really. But I definitely use a lot of that during Mother's Day. So I'll pick up enough to kind of last me. Because I don't do anything for Halloween. But I will buy all their clearance stuff up and use it for other holidays. All Occasion says, I just skipped over the whole Halloween section, but I'm about to go back to the Dollar Tree, to another Dollar Tree. Yeah, I skipped over it too. I went over there looking that one day and I saw them. I think they were just putting the stuff out. And I saw them over there and I got a couple of packs. I think I got 2 packs of the orange and 2 packs of the purple. And I think that was about it. Yes, I only see them Valentine's Day in my stores. They're so pretty, and that's smart. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah. So since they don't have it, and I don't want to pay full price, like yeah, there's purple shred out there any type of time of the year. But if I'm gonna be able to get purple shred that had been marked down to, a quarter or pennied out or whatever after the Halloween rush, yeah, I'm gonna get a gazillion of them to last me so that I can use purple for Christmas and Valentine's and Mother's Day and any other occasion that's gonna happen before Halloween clearances again. So. I think those roses are some colors. I'll pick them up. Okay. Yeah, they do have they have a couple of different ones. Now they're not the best roses. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. They're not the Timu roses. They're not the still classy roses. Like they're not. And these are foam. Yeah, they're not the most expensive. But when I'm putting them into a concept like that, they gonna be all right with that little rose. They gonna be okay. Most people ain't gonna do nothing but take the little rose out of there and flick it anyway. So I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal about the rose. But that's what we were doing, and the only other thing was I was messing with this grilling and chilling basket, trying to get that together. But I think I'm over it at this point. I don't want to go anywhere looking for any more coolers. I really don't. Right? They'll suffice. That's what I'm talking about. I just had to get a couple more colors. So I have artificial flowers, like the whole stems, like the big flowers and stuff. I have some of that kind of stuff. And I cut those off of the stems and add them to concepts and stuff too. I pick those up when they penny out at Dollar General. So, or, get them really inexpensive at like Walmart or whatever, and then I'll just cut off a bud of whatever flower face, yeah, I mean flower pick that I have and stick it in something. I don't bet Moby can about that because I'm getting them that inexpensively. So maybe if I was paying a little bit more money for them, I would be more mindful. I do have to do a couple of wreaths this year. I need to get those going also. So I may not need to be as willy nilly with my big floral pieces, considering I do have people requesting wreaths now. So Kimberly says these are cute concepts. Thank you. Hey Lisa Bell, welcome, welcome. So yeah, guys, that's what I had going on. Doggone it. I hate when stuff falls on the floor. I do. But yeah, those were the two that we worked on. I'm gonna get all of this back out of here. And I would try to bring the grill basket over here, but I think it may fall. Hold on. Let's see. I got y'all on pause. It's a brief intermission while I make some changes to some stuff. Let's get all these cups off here. One moment. All right, so, I picked up the wrong camera. Let's move this chair. Hold on, guys. Just moving stuff around. I'll be with you momentarily. Put this grilling basket back up here again. Let's see if I can figure my life out with it this time. This and this and this and this. Let's see. I saw those foot packages only grab two. I'm not thinking, what, all occasions? Well, if you have the Brazilian sole, then it pairs well with that. But there are also more Brazilian soles that are coming out. There is a box with two hand creams inside. That's also the same orange Brazilian soul situation. So, if you didn't get the mask, there is still hope um, that you can run across those. But yeah, the one thing that is missing in my area now are the, um, what do you call it? The body butters. The body butters. Oh, I can't reach the cooler. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what y'all can see. Probably too much. All right. Appreciate it. Now I'll check my locations. Who said something? Hold on. The pretty girl's face cute. Lisa came in. She married speaking. Crafty says, I need those purple toners. I've seen all the colors except purple. I didn't get now. What? Crafty Leo. Girl, I've been leaving purple tumblers in my stores. I have these dark ones, but then I still have the ones from Mother's Day that we were getting at the beginning of the year. I got multiple cases of those, so I do have some of those as well. I saw those. Okay, I saw that. Lisa Bell says she'll check her locations. I'll let you know if I find more. Lisa's telling Crafty. All Occasion Gift says, I found Onyx rainbow ones, but I need the Onyx pink ones. Onyx rainbow ones. Rainbow what? All Occasion Gifts? Onyx rainbow ones. Oh, the mask. The rainbow, Onyx rainbow mask. The stress relief mask, I think. I wish I had known. Yep. Body scrub. You found the rainbow onyx body scrubs, but you need the onyx pink ones. Oh, okay. The pink one is the unicorn dreams, I think. And then the purple one is beach vacay. And the foaming body scrubs for the onyx. Yep. But they do have several masks also. The stress relieving mask and the booty mask for your feet and all that kind of stuff. But this is the cooler that I bought to recreate the gift. Y'all saw this gift. I know y'all see what it is. Oh, here we go. Can you see the gift? Kind of, sort of, not really. I know it's blurry, y'all. But it was in a cooler. But y'all see that little baby cooler that it was in? That came from the tree store. The tree store didn't even have coolers this year. At least that's what they keep telling me when I ask. And so I've been on the hunt looking for darn coolers. And I finally found one or two. But they're big. They're big as all get out. So this big old cooler is not going to fit in the box that it's not going to fit in the box, the shipping box to go on Poshmark. So we had to nix the idea of the cooler because I cannot find any coolers that are smaller than like a 24 can. So there's that. Let's go back over here. I can see. And then let's put that in there. Oh, let me get this off of here. Get a lot of this off of here. But yeah, so the Brazilian soul of it all. I put these little baby concepts together. Oh, y'all can't see because y'all still back there in the corner, huh? My bad. So here's the little Brazilian soul that I did. This is one of the Hobby Lobby boxes or bowls. I just put a glass tumbler in there, little foam rose. This is a Halloween rose. We put the body butter in, and then I put the hand mask and the foot mask in there, and topped it off with one of the little mesh bags. So I did that little concept. And then I also did this one. I don't think you can see anymore. Let's bring you closer. Oh, no, you're connected to the charger, to the wall, so you can go to the wall. And this is the other one that I did in one of the cosmetic cases, cosmetic bags. So we'll have those up there staggered and taped and stuff. I don't know. And I also had a Brazilian sole in here. So we put that one right there. And I had a little rose up there on that one also. If you have a Granger's near you, they have small styrofoam coolers. Really? Granger's. We do have a Granger's. Granger's may be closed. Went to Ace. They were like, no ma'am, all we have is Yeti. I'm like, well, ain't nobody asked you about Yeti. Granger. Yes, there is a Granger here. Oh yeah, we used to deal with Granger. I remember them. And they are closed. They open tomorrow at 7:30. They have a website. Let's search for small styrofoam coolers. Let's see what y'all got. Insulated box and foam shipping kits. 10 by 10 by 8. Okay. A 2-pack for $25. A 4-pack for $80-something. Yeah, I was going, initially this gift had a $1.25 and up tree cooler in it. And those are like one-time use coolers. And heck, you can't use them too much, depending on what you're trying to use them for. But I see these ones here. This is what they used to ship my medication in. And these things were expensive. But thank you. I will look that up. But I think I'm done with this. I mean, I'm over that. Hold on, let me close this. Like, I want to do it and recreate it the exact same, but now that I know that I can't get my coolers out of the tree store, and the coolers that I can find are now too tall for my boxes. So I ended up going with a smaller cooler. So we'll show you that in a minute. From styrofoam cooler to Yeti. Right, exactly. That's what I said. Hey, Triple M Gifts. Y'all offering Yetis. And you're looking for a little bit. No, ma'am. I'm not doing this with y'all. I am not. Oh, crap. That's what it is. I was going to say, what if I feel like this? I haven't had much to eat today. But yeah, so anyway, this is what I did. This is what I did with this one. So we'll make a couple of these. I only have a couple more of these cosmetic cases in black. I have the pink ones and the blue ones and a couple of the other ones, but I think I'm liking this, how this is going. So we'll have that little baby together. We got this little bowl baby together. I think those are cute. I did those to distract myself from the cooler of it all. Yeah, they ain't getting no Yeti from me. They can possibly get this, let me get this out your face. This way. Where are you? They could possibly get this igloo. She already getting an upgrade, so you went from $1.25 and up tree cooler to an igloo for 28 bucks. So I would take the deal because at this point she's $50 in, and we have nothing in here but a cooler and a um, grill, and that's $50. So she's halfway to what she paid for her gift with just these two items. Shamir says, as Marie read something the other day that said adults don't laugh enough. So I'm trying to help trigger your endorphins. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I laugh a lot. I really do. Probably at inappropriate things. I probably should not be laughing at some of the stuff that I laugh at. But I do laugh a good little bit. Um, you probably will see me laughing more. Probably. YouTube is one of the places where it seems like I may be able to let my hair down. Why is this open at the bottom? Okay, that makes it even better. Denise says, I've been trying to make concepts with some bag coolers since Father's Day. I was going to make some sports theme or something since my Eagle stuff is flying right now. I guess I came to the right live. Yes, Denise. Yes. I've been doing soft side coolers for, since I started. My first year I had soft side coolers. But I filled them up with like Dove and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, we've been rocking the coolers, girl. Now the hard ones, those became a thing. I shouldn't say became a thing, but the basket world was reintroduced to the cooler game. I think Shy put up a cooler, and then we started finding them at Five Below and all that kind of stuff. So Shy's coolers, Shy with Twin Party of Five is her channel, if you're unaware. But her coolers went viral this past summer. I want to say around Mother's Day, Father's Day, that kind of thing. Somebody took a picture, a picture of the concepts that she created, and it got shared, and it ended up going viral. So we were talking about the importance of making sure that you put a logo or something on your stuff, so you can go viral if you want to, instead of somebody else taking your work and going viral with it. So yeah, but coolers, we've been doing coolers for a minute. Now most of mine have been soft side coolers, but this is my last one. Actually, I have a bigger one back there in the back, but this is my last one. I donated the other soft side coolers I had. I actually got rid of those a couple weeks ago. So this is all I have. Hey, Kimon Empress, welcome to the live. So this is kind of where we started. So I showed you the picture of the gift, and like I say, so now I have to make it smaller so that it can fit in the box. So with making it smaller, this can actually sit up here and still fit inside my box, but I won't have much room for a bow or to put anything up there. So Miss Rose has suggested I reduce the height of my foundation so that I'm able to possibly display stuff on the top of the gift. So that's kind of how we got here. Shamir says, soft side coolers are dear to my heart. It allows me to provide a unique twist. Yes, I love the soft side coolers. Those are my favorites. We did them for women and men, and they are my favorites because they penny out at the DG. So if I play my cards right, then I can usually run across some soft side coolers and have them. So I caught them on clearance, or they had clearanced out, and were down to really inexpensive a couple of years ago. So I got a lot of them, or I got a couple that year. And then next year, I did the same thing. I bought a couple when they went on sale, but then I ended up walking into a store after they pennied out, and I racked up. So I had quite a few to run through, and so we've been rocking them ever since. Yes, I know exactly who you're talking about. They did real good for Father's Day. Yep. But I guess they didn't like my bag, so I took them apart. I had Arm and Hammer in there. My city wasn't feeling it. Yes, that is true. Hold on. Are you kidding me? Hey, y'all. My apologies. If you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up button. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Crafty Leo. And finally, Gay, I know, right? Hey, Shamir. Hey, Crafty. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it was doing a lot of things, but I have you guys on the charger now. Hold on, let me make sure. Yep, we're charging. And let's get the brightness down so we can get some. Okay. Yeah, that was a doozy. Go get a. Oh shoot! I had to go get a charger and everything, man. It was about to be off, and we didn't even know it. I didn't even know it. All right, so I can reduce my foundation down. Hey, Miss Pam, how are you? Welcome to the live. I reduced my foundation down, although the gift, even if I got my George Foreman sitting up here level with the edge, it would still be tall enough to fit inside the box that I'm going to use to ship it. But we reduced it down so we would have a little bit of space up here to the top, so I could possibly put some stuff in there, because the initial gift included a mug. Um, Not this exact mug. It was actually a thinner mug, one of those tall, like beer mug things. But I'm out of those, of course. I do have this football mug, but she's so chubby. He's so chubby. He make my basket stick out. So I was thinking, they were telling me if I didn't have, I could put something up there to the top. So that was an idea. So that's why we dropped the contents of the gift down, so that we have a little bit of room up there to put some other items. So these were not there initially. What was there? There was a cleaver, a patty press, like the little circle things you make the patty size with. There was one of those, the cleaver thing, and the tall glass, and this thingy, one of these bottle openers, and that's all the gift was. And it was in a styrofoam cooler. So we switched out the cooler for something shorter, dropped our base down, our foundation down, so now the gift drops a little lower. I'll have a little bit more space if I decide to put something up there to the top. And let's see if this is something. This is tall. But now, because this gift is so much smaller, or should I say this cooler is so much taller, smaller than the other one, it's making fitting everything in there a little bit difficult. So that's what I'm kind of trying to figure out. I done put this thing to the side multiple times. Like I said, I went to multiple stores today looking for coolers and all of that kind of stuff, especially the styrofoam coolers. But I think I'm just going to cut my losses and run with one of these cooler bags, and we'll be fine with that. Now this is the size of the shipping box. And as you can see, maybe you can, maybe you can't. Let's see, just over a squish. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but my gift is actually still taller than my box. So, that's not going to work. At least it won't work unless I drop this all the way down. And I don't want to do that. I want you to be able to see that. So here, let's take this stuff out of here and try this again. Box from over here. Well, I wanted to see how much space I had if I dropped it all the way down. and that's still not going to fit in there all the way down. So we're over anything going on top of it. I could put these little grilly things up there, and that stuff will fit. Just get that out of the way. Can we add another piece of box to extend the shipping box? Ooh, I could. The shipping box, they have requirements about how big you can ship them, and apparently we were able to use like the priority mail boxes before, but as of last Friday, they changed all of that, and we can't use those boxes anymore unless we want to pay an additional amount of money out of our sale for using the priority mail boxes. So we are back to using whatever boxes we can find, ordering boxes, that kind of thing. But I did look at the dimensions of the box and how big it can be. And pretty much the size that we're reduced down to now, the biggest one, is this small box that I just showed you. So technically, that's about the biggest size that they're wanting their items shipped out in on Poshmark now. So that's why I was trying to fix it into that box, make sure it fit into that box. So yeah, I could technically create a larger box. I can buy a larger box. I actually have larger boxes here that we could use, but it's the shipping requirement for Posh that's making it difficult. This is just I'm working way too hard for this this $80-something. I can tell y'all that right now. I can tell y'all right now because I've literally spent, excuse me, $80-something in time and gas, just fooling with this. So if I'd have cut my losses when they first said that somebody had bought the basket, then we would be on to something else. But I've been trying to make this be a thing because I didn't want to cancel the gift on the person that bought it. So I was really trying to do it. Like I say, I really thought that I still had the gift in my possession. I just didn't know where. So it took me some time to look for different places to find it and all the things. So at this point, it's just been a lot. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me get some water. Do that. I'm gonna do that. Mm, if you raise the grill up and push it back a bit, will the items fit? Um, raise it up. Yeah, these items will fit. These things skinny mini. I was trying to get this big old fat glass in there, and that's where we were having issues. But I'm gonna mix that. I ain't even gotta put that in there. I know when I see a George Foreman. Yes, Matthew, this is a George Foreman. This is. So yeah, those are all of the things. So at this point, it's just like I'm totally invested in trying to make this work. And I've gotten myself into trouble doing this in the past. Sometimes you just have to cut your losses. Hindsight being 2020, we would have been on to something else by now. Oh wait, I took it up too far. Yeah. Oh Lord, I'm back with him. Hey, hey, Rose. Rose was like, Rose was the one that was telling me to put stuff up there to the top. So when she left, she said she's back. She left, it was looking a certain way, and now that she's back, it's all destroyed. Things definitely look different now than they did when she was here last time. So that's what she's talking about. That was funny to me. Nothing happened. I was still fumbling with it. I had a phone issue, had to reboot my phone and all kind of stuff like that. So part of the time you were gone, it was just a spinning wheel. I'm sure. That's at least that's what all I saw on my other phone. So you didn't miss much. We were still playing and trying to get stuff together, Miss Rose. She said okay. No, nothing happened to it. We were just oh, that was the other thing. This can't go up here even with the box all the way to the bottom. It's too tall for the box. So that was what we did find out. So that's one of the reasons why I started switching stuff around again. Because it's too tall to fit up there. Now if I make this a little bit shorter, I may be able to get these little short cans up there. But even with them being up there, you're not going to be able to see them because it'll be under the boat. So, yeah. There's that. I really want to put a glass in here. A mug, a coffee cup, or something, because there was one in there before. But before they also didn't have a $30 igloo, so I mean, sit them down bottom to bottom. Sit them down bottom to bottom. Oh, you talking about these bottles? Are you talking about the other bottles? Which bottles are you talking about? Keep trying to balance that like it's gonna stay up here, and it's not. Let's move forward just here. The salt. What? Bottom to bottom? Laying down? What in the world? I can honestly tell you, I don't think I would have thought of that. Honestly, did not think I would have thought of that at all. Don't y'all roll off of here. Come on now. Look at y'all want to act a donkey. Because people looking. So I'm going to send y'all tail off to somebody else's house. So I'm going to take them down. Yes, ma'am. So there's that. That we could probably get away with. Where's my box? Pot holders. I don't have to use, but I do have pot holders. Very interesting. Yeah, let me get something. If I put something thin in here, I need to put some utensils. The little flippies. I think I had those in there, like the spatula things. I put those on the side. I may put something else on this side, and then this other stuff can just literally be up here. I don't mind those being up there. Or either get a taller cup. That actually kind of goes with that. Off the table. I also had the red ones. I like the red with the red and the reds, but the original basket had the black or gray, should I say? So I was trying to stick with that. I like the reds with it a lot more. Okay. Yeah, let me go. I think I'm gonna get off of here. I wonder if I've been up here a long doggone time, 2.5 hours, and I ain't did crap. I'm gonna get off of here, go pull the rest of the stuff, and I'm gonna go ahead and create this. I'll post a picture of what they look like after I get done. Um, my community page or whatever. And I appreciate you guys' input. I have to go outside to the workshop and get some more stuff to put in here. Or see what other items I have to put in here. Let's get this off of here. I have my straight razor with me, so I have to use a scissor. Like I told you guys, I don't usually don't take off my full tags. I try to get the price off as much as possible, especially like on candles and things that's up under the bottom. If I can get that price off there, I'm good to go. But I be wanting them to know what kind of like the warning instructions and all that kind of stuff. So I usually leave that stuff on there. Like this one says food safe, hand wash only. It says shaker, and then it says fire it up. So I want them to know that this is a food safe container that they can actually use for that. So I do typically leave a good majority of my tags on, especially if it has any kind of indication on there. See, I just took the sticker off that said $1, and then the rest of the barcode. So that's what it looks like. Okie dokie. Okay, hon, have a great evening. It'll come together off camera. You'll see. Yes, it will. That's usually how it happens. I don't know why. I'll be wanting to come up and get help with my gifts, but I'm so spread out between here and out there and things in storage and all that kind of stuff. By the time you guys start giving me suggestions and we start going in a certain direction with the gift, then I end up needing stuff that I don't have at my fingertips. So then I end up having to go somewhere and get some more stuff and all of that. So it's kind of hard for me to get full concepts completed, especially when you spread out the way I am now. But it'll get better. We'll get there. That's probably why y'all don't see me making a lot of gifts either, because my stuff be everywhere. Now, as I prep, when I'm prepping stuff, like I have a couple concepts in my mind that I've been working. So what I ended up doing is putting them in a tote. So I put the items in the tote as I find them, as I'm looking for other stuff. And I know this particular item is going with a concept, and I'll put it in the tote with the concept. So I may have 6 or 8 of these. However many I have, I'll put it in that container. And then when it's time for me to start working it, everything's together. So I'm using some of my larger boxes to kind of house some of my stuff, so that when I get ready to do it, I'll have it all together. And that also helps in the event I have to bring it inside of my house to work on it. Everything is together. I don't have to keep running back and forth and all the rest of that. So it's just one of those things. But we got those off, and I think everybody else is free of tags at this point. I don't think you even had one. You didn't have one. This one I can cut off. And I think that'll be it, you guys. I think. What's this gonna say? Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out and helping out. I appreciate you guys. I'll post some pictures of the completed product after we get it there, I guess. And yeah, Well, let you guys see what it looks like. We'll probably open this up and put this glass in the back of here. That way they still have the glass. It's just not in my way. These are some nifty little containers though. And I can even put stuff in there and they'll still see it. Yeah, they still fit. It's gonna make it kind of top heavy, but it'll fit. I'm excited to see what you come up with. I am too, because right now I have no idea. It all depends on what I find out there. The unknown of it all. I think this is overkill. The kitchen towel I can see. They don't need pot holders because it's a freaking George Foreman plug-in grill. So they don't even need these. But I'm pretty sure I'll bring my thing in with them. So, and that's probably one of my bigger issues is that I don't have the proper foundation in here. Y'all don't pay me no attention. Y'all know I'll hang y'all up multiple times before I actually hang y'all up. So. What else do I want to put in here? Something thin. That's sauce. That's sauce. Well, actually, that's ketchup and stuff. These are seasonings. I don't think I have any seasonings that I can include. Especially considering the seasonings I put in there before I ended up taking out. Because they were nearing expiration. So I took those out. Seems like I need a little something right there. Just a little something. We'll go out there and figure out what something we got. I could put the pot holders or this kitchen towel. I think that's what I had over there before. I don't know if I like that. There's really no reason for this to have this kitchen towel, but I guess he doesn't necessarily have to use it in the concept. He can just have it for his house. Probably stair step them and then go down. And shoot, these used to be my easier gifts, my home gifts and stuff. You don't use it, you lose it. And I've not been using it. Facts. Yes, ma'am. I have not been using it. As much as my husband grills, I should really just be able to go in there still eating his stuff. But I ain't gonna do that. I mean, I may actually do it. I probably will do it. That's if I find something that I want. Oh, I forgot. Let me look under this on this bar. Let me see. Let me put y'all on pause for a minute while I get up and go around the camera. Let's see. Are these high bars? High boys? What is it called? Whatever the glasses are called. This is absolutely filthy. This one says working on my six pack. I don't where in the world did this even come from? What is that? The tree store? This may be completely inappropriate for somebody's gift. Y'all see this filthy glass? But it says working on my six pack. This is like vinyl. This is filthy. Most definitely it's filthy. I don't even want to put this up there. This is nasty as hell. Hold on, y'all. This needs to go in some water. What she say? Put the bag on the platform or foam board and build in front of the bag. Crafty Leo, girl, look at you saving the day. Let me see. It's still the shipping box. That's freaking shipping box. You take all my stuff off Poshmark. There'll be no baskets, nothing but baby baskets on Poshmark. Hold on, y'all. This glass she needs some damn soap and stuff. This is a mess. And is the rest of this stuff up under here looking like this? Because if it is, baby, I need to get all the way off of this live and clean my filthy house. Because that is nasty. I don't be looking in the bar like that. I don't pay attention to it. That's my husband's domain. But when I tell y'all I am not happy, this ain't cute. And he probably just is probably looking like that. That man. Oh, okay. My bad. I take that back. I see the problem. This was actually in a gift thingy. I wonder who gave him this. Where he got this from? So this was in a gift thingy. So this was not at my house getting filthy like this. At least I don't think so. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It need a good dust. We ain't gonna play. We ain't even gonna front. But it's a gift box right there that this came out of. So I don't know who gave him this, but as long as it didn't get filthy like this on my watch, I think I'm okay with it. We'll get a clip. Crafted laugh and Shamira on mine. Right? Did y'all see that? That was freaking nasty. I was trying to get off of here and go clean up. That was embarrassing as hell. My bad, y'all. It was like, wait a minute. And I'm gonna have to pull that out because I want to know who gave this to him. And we're gonna have to watch everything else they give him because if it's looking like this coming out the little thing, baby, we might be oh Lord, ew. It's freaking disgusting. And a white is not the answer. Yeah, I didn't even notice. Oh, I noticed. It was nasty. It was nasty. I'm one of them people, my own dirt is fine, but other people's dirt creeps me out. That is hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. Yeah, let me leave this be. I'm gonna wipe the letters and everything off this little girl for him. I don't know if that dude was working on his six pack or not, but at least this little thing is not okay enough for me to actually, you know, I need to wash my hands. Actually, okay enough for me to put in there or something. All right, let me focus. Let me focus. All right, so where's this this nasty glass going? in here. Oh, look at you. Look at you, look at you. Let's freaking go. Working on my six pack. Let's put you right there because you'll be raised up a little bit more. Let's see. Since you're working on your six pack, oh yeah, and then we're gonna put these end to end and take them and stuff and stick them up there to the top. Maybe we could get another, what do you call it? Set of shakers here, because this one here looks like it's, the paint is coming off of it a little bit. And, here I go put more tape on the thing, only for it to burn off. Let's cover you up. All right, all right. Maybe. It may work. It may go. Put in between the glass and the towel. Oh man, it's an abyss in there. Oh crap. Alright, I'll bring it up front in a little bit. I'm gonna have to take him or something. But you mean right up in here? There's a little hole. My box isn't flush all the way to the front, so that's why I stuck it back there. But I can definitely put him here. But yeah, I think I like them up there better anyway. I see getting lost in the sauce up there. But that may be a way I can get all that stuff to stand up together. And I'll probably switch all of this stuff on the other side. Because at least this way, my little piece of my George Foreman is showing. And let's on this side over here. out the grill and stuff. Okay. All right, all right. It's looking better. It's looking better. It's looking better. Let's do a size check again. Make sure we ain't creating outside of our box. I'm joking you. But that's fine. I'll drop my foundation a little bit more. And we may be able to get a couple more inches out of that. But that's going to drop my whole gift down, which will be fine if I drop them down to here-ish. That'll leave room for that, and it'll still make it. I think I'll upside down shrink wrap it with my bag upside down so it doesn't have a spot for a bow up there to the top. But I am going to include the bow with them and some of the little glue dots. I put the little glue dot pad on the back of my bow after I make it, and they can literally take it and slap it on the top of the gift wherever they want to put it. Then that way I don't have to worry about it getting crushed in transit. So that's what we do sometimes, but that way we don't have to worry about a ponytail sticking up to the top. We don't have to worry about the bow getting crushed or any of that. I definitely am going to shrink wrap it because I have this glass in there. I need to take that glass out of the back of there too. But we would we will shrink wrap it because I have glass in there and I don't want that getting moving around inside of a cello bag during transit. So we'll get everything secured tightly in there, and I think we may be there. We may be there. It's a lot of writing going on for real. It's a lot of writing, but yeah, that may be okay. What does this one say? I think this will pull in some more red, and I think it will make it even more busy. If I put a solid color in there, I can definitely put a solid color in there. Yeah, I'll put a red, maybe a red kitchen towel in there, or a red washcloth or something. Dish towel, I mean. That may work. That may work. I can also attempt to put something yellow or whatever color that is in there. So that'll give that a little bit more color back there. Wait a minute, what did I have? That was nothing. That's green, that's purple, that's blue. Great idea for the bow. Thank you, thank you. You could stack the shakers on top of each other on front of the towel next to the glass and leave the opener there. Yes, red would be nice in there. You can stack the shakers on top of each other. On top of the towel next to the glass. Here. Yep, we could. That'll definitely fit. Stack them doggone shakers up and put it inside that glass. Keep playing with me. Or at least one of them. I can stick one of them in there. I'll put the other one up there. Put a red towel in there and stick that one in, and then I'll take the other one and put it right there. Over and up. Over and up. There. Is that where you're going with it? But of course, like right side up. Near the glass. You want it in the middle? Like right here? Or on this side of the glass? You have your work cut out for you, but that's an option too. Thank you, Crafty Leo. I appreciate you. Ah, I do have my work cut out. I tell you what time is it? It's 7 o'clock. What, let me tell you something. We finna take a break. It's 7 something, so I know my grandbabies are home. I'm gonna go love on them and probably have to play outside and watch people run and race and ride bikes and all of the things. So I'll go and be a Gigi for a little while. But when I come back in this house, this basket is finna be done. I ain't. We ain't finna hold this out no more. I want it done. I want it wrapped and everything tonight before I go to bed because I want to post it online so that lady will have something to look at. She can figure out which one she wants. So if she wants me to ship this one, I can. Or I can cancel her order because she ain't getting that other cooler, that big old tall cooler, because I'm not paying additional to ship that and all the rest of the things. Like, we're not doing it. So she gonna get this cooler or she not. But yeah, that's gonna be the thing for today. We're gonna get this out of here. Because like I say, I got a birthday gift that I got to get out this week, by Friday. Well, I don't know. Her birthday is the 23rd, so I think that's like next week ish. But I need to get it out, get it completed. So we got to get that one out, and also that back to college, um, back to school college edition gift out. We're gonna get that one out too. So I have plenty to do. So yeah, I'm not going to overthink this any more than I already have. There has been a large amount of overthinking and over shopping and overrunning for product and looking around and all of the rest of the things. So if nothing else, I have learned my lesson that I have to keep a very tight listing of my inventory, what gifts I have completed. Because theoretically, somebody can call me and say, "Oh, I need a gift right now," or in an hour or 2 hours. Yeah, okay, it's all fine and good to charge somebody a rush fee. Um, but I would either have to recreate the gift right then and there or know specifically that I have one completed already and ready to go. So, seeing as I don't know that right now, I don't want this to happen anymore. So, keeping a better track of my inventory, my completed inventory, will keep me out of this situation. Keep me from spending a day, because at this point it's been a day. I went looking in my storage. I probably spent 2 hours. I won't say looking for it specifically, but once I got in there and started looking for it, of course, things got pulled out. I had to move stuff around. So I spent a couple of hours in there just working around, looking for it initially. Then I came home, I looked out at the workshop again, I looked in the back of this house, and I didn't see it. So at that point, I realized I probably sold it, um, unless it's in one of probably 4 or 5 boxes that I didn't look in. So yeah, this is a lesson learned. It has been a costly lesson, but a lesson nonetheless. So I think that's enough. I think I've learned my lesson. And sometimes that is my prayer. I know we have to go through things to learn stuff, and I feel like sometimes when I go through it, that there's a lesson on the other side of it. So I realized that I couldn't, or that I didn't want to pray that I not have any trials and tribulations, that I didn't have any setbacks. I didn't want to pray that. But I do want to be able to learn the lesson. So sometimes my prayer is, Lord, let me learn the lesson in this so that I can move on. Reveal the lesson in all of this situation so that I can move on with this and do better, next time. So that's kind of where I am with it. I've learned my lesson. So it's now time to move on. And the way that I can assure that I do that is by closing this gift up. So whatever I have is what I have. Whatever I find is what I find. But we're not going to drag this out into yet another day of trying to get this one basket out because truthfully, at this point, I've already spent the money either buying more product, the money that I'm going to make selling this, either buying more product or in time and gas and labor in recreating this. So at this point, I'm just trying to break even, I guess, because I've drawn it out too long. So that's kind of where we are. So I'm okay with that. I've learned my lesson for today, for the weekend. I think so. We're gonna move on. So I'll show you guys what I end up coming up with. I appreciate everybody's chiming in and giving me some information and talking me through the process of it all. I've been up here a ridiculously long time. But yeah, so thank y'all, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, we'll be back another day with some other stuff. Mm, what did I miss? That's it. Yeah, I may do the back to school basket with you guys tomorrow. That one's I can do whatever I want to. This one was a little more difficult because I was trying to recreate it, quote unquote. So that's why this happened the way it happened. But starting from scratch, yeah, we finna knock the rest of these gifts on that because I'm sick of this, all of this. Crafty says, I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Thank you. Shamir says, same here. I appreciate you, ladies. All right. Well, I hope you guys have been productive while I have not. And we'll see y'all on the other side. I'll see y'all in somebody else's chats. Thank y'all for hanging out. And we'll chat at y'all later. Bye. I have not.